So really excited. You can see a couple little signs behind me here. We're going to go do an escape room at the escape code. And then the Sagas after that and have some fun. Now, don't they all look excited?
I'm very excited.
So we got one more coming, just gotta wait for my son, and then we're gonna be heading on in to go do a fantasy adventure in the escape room. I haven't done this one yet, so it should be a lot of fun. Saga's coming up. We'll take you inside. We can't take you into the room, so you can't see what's actually there, but we'll show you the lobby area and kind of give you a little bit of an overview of what the escape code is like. Great place though, actually owned and operated by the guys who do TPF videos. So be a lot of fun. So come on. The escape code entrance is actually right next to the restaurant here. And we just head right in here and through the door. So when you walk in, this is going to be your check-in counter. And you never know, you might run into somebody from TPF videos there. That's Amy. But yeah, check in here. They'll make sure you got your waivers and everything. And get you all set to go, and then you'll be ready to wait and head off into your room.
Alright, so you guys can go right through there. Actually, there's a park room. You can take a seat on the sofas. A bathroom around the corner if you need
Okay,
it. And we'll
thank
start
you.
our video here shortly.
And so down the hall, this is the prep room. So you got a couple sofas, you got the big screen TV to kind of let you know what you're going to be doing. There are lots of brochures. And I gotta feed my habit. And then you've got the lock boxes. So this is where you actually put your personal stuff. You don't take cameras and things into the room because they don't want you taking pictures and cheating. That would be bad. So you'll lock your stuff up there. And then when it comes time, they'll show you the intro video to kind of give you the background story. And you can see the posters for the different ones that they have. You got Vortex, Revenge, Escape. Great Escape with Jasper Jinx. We're going to be doing Alex Hollow. Ooh.
Welcome to Escape Code. You're about to embark on a journey that will challenge your wits and awaken your sense of adventure.
Girls had to step out for a second. We lost. Got to the last puzzle just as time ran out. I don't know, that one was hard.
That was really hard.
It felt like it was hard. And then I didn't feel like we were communicating well at all on that one. Not like the couple others we've done where everything kind of seemed to flow. This one we just kind of...
Oh no, the other one didn't. I think you remember that wrong. We were all doing the same thing.
I believe that you're incorrect. We were all doing about the normal, honey.
So, but, well, down in Florida, we did better too. The last time, okay, in spite of us supposedly not communicating, we did it in 32 minutes.
That is true.
This one we used up our whole
The
hour.
other one was easier.
This is
Yeah.
We
more
were still having
challenging.
trouble with communication.
Yeah, we always communicate differently.
But we've got a 90-minute one coming up at Sagas later, so now I'm kind of going, ooh, I don't know. This wasn't a good start, so I'm hoping that turns out easier.
Though.
It was still a lot of fun.
It was a good warm-up.
Yeah, we can be fun.
It was one of those that the idea of the room was cool. My one critique of Alex Hollow would be the lighting was not.
Very
It was
cool.
dim.
You know,
They had
that gives it atmosphere.
But I couldn't see
and
that
it's good for
well.
atmosphere. They had a couple lanterns. The problem is the two of us with older eyes,
It was hard.
we couldn't see unless there was a lantern right there, and even then it was a little hard for me. So I would say between the lighting and I think the other rooms we had a big writing board up on the wall.
Yeah.
So multiple people could be looking at stuff.
Chalkboards
And
and paper.
this is it had 3 rooms, so I know why there wasn't a writing board, but it still made it a little more difficult, I think.
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind the lighting because it adds. I mean, it does make it harder because it means you have to be more wise with your use of the lantern. But you know, that's part of the issue with having more people this time is, you know, we were all shuffling it around a lot, which kind of goes into the communication stuff, because it really does, it stretches your ability to communicate, because you walk into a room and there's just numbers and things everywhere, and everyone wants to share it as soon as they see it, so everyone's just talking over each other, not because we're not listening, but because we all got something to say.
We died.
Yeah.
But Sagas later today. Hopefully I'll turn out, and waiting for the girls. Laurel's feeling a little so we're hoping she feels better, and we'll see how we go. As it turned out, we had to postpone Sagas for a couple days because a couple of us were not feeling real good. But we did come all back together again to do this really unique, cool experience. Sagas is several escape rooms kind of combined into one big thing. So you've got 4 small rooms along with the bigger overarching story where you're combating a one-world government, and as part of the resistance, they have actually sprayed a chemical thing, and you've got to find the antidote. Light, as you can see, is at a premium here in Sagas. It's dark. The resistance has started. We've been given notepads. We've been given flashlights and walkie-talkies. We don't know what's going to happen. Help! So we've got 6 things we got to eliminate. We're down 2 of them. We're getting there. We hope we don't die, because this is kind of scary. Yeah, ooh, all the lights. So we're working on it. We're doing good. We're a third of the way through, and about a third of our time. We'll see. Okay, lots of codes in this next room here, and lots of stuff to try to find. We found coins. We found stuff. We gotta get out. We're coming close. We're down to like 5 minutes left. We're trying to get there. I think we're in the last room. We don't know. It's gonna be a wild guess. I hope we can get this. At the end, you get to sign the wall. You just gotta sign it in a way that doesn't give away spoilers. So I'm angling this to make sure that you don't see anything.
How's this?
There we go. So sign your wall.
Yes.
And Amber,
Who needs it next?
rest in peace. I gotta say, that of the escape rooms I've done, the limited number, that was probably the coolest one I've done. That was really neat because you've got 4 rooms you've got to get through, plus the main lobby and everything. Lots of different puzzles, lots of different things. Even if you don't win, which we made a last-second guess and we were down to a 50-50 choice.
My guess was right.
He guessed right.
Spirit.
We still died, but he was right. But it was a neat setup that even if you fail, you still succeed because you had all of these other things that did work and you did solve and stuff. And so
it's like a bunch of mini escape rooms that are like linked one by one.
Yeah.
Into one overarching escape room.
And so that was just really cool. I really like that. I would come back and do this one again. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're in the area, come check out Sagas. If you like escape rooms, this is the one I would choose, the Sagas, over the others. The individuals are really neat, but this was a step above. So we wanted to do a little wrap up about Sagas to talk a little bit more about what it was and what we liked and what we didn't, so you didn't just get my opinion. So let me turn it over. There's Amber and Laurel, and the faceless one is over here as well. What did you think about Sagas?
It was really good.
Yeah, it was so much better than any. I'm addicted to escape rooms, and that was probably the best one that I've done.
It was definitely better than the Elric's Hollow. Alex Hollow.
Yeah.
Alex Hollow. If we didn't make it clear, Sagas is essentially 4 mini escape rooms in an overarching storyline with a lobby and other stuff, and so you're all over the place doing all of these things. And I thought it probably had one of the best stories.
Yeah.
Because you were immersed in the story the whole time.
It had a great story, and especially with the video intermissions that gave you kind of time to breathe in between running around, it definitely made sure that you weren't ever pulled out of the story.
And the clipboards and walkie-talkies you got help both make you feel like you're part of the story, and also that you're not out of communication with each other, unlike the other room, which you only had one little piece of scrap paper.
In all the escape rooms I've done, you've always had either a piece of paper or a whiteboard.
Yeah.
This one, everybody had their own clipboard with paper. Mm-hmm. Everybody had their own flashlight.
Yes.
Everybody had their own walkie-talkie.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though it was a larger area, you were spread out, you were in constant communication. So there was no fighting over anything or yelling to somebody to bring the light or anything like that. It was covered the whole way.
Which was really nice, because then we could all kind of branch off and explore. We could branch off and solve puzzles. Our note takers could focus on just that. Mm-hmm. And we weren't being pulled in every direction. And we had space. Yes. That was the best thing. We had tons of space.
And the puzzles were varied and used the environment around you. Mm-hmm. So you knew when you walked into a room that there would be parts of the posters and the decorations that were going to be used in the puzzle. Unlike with the other rooms we've done where you have to hope that you find this thing underneath a cup that will decode the code for you, and then you have to unlock 3 locks on the box. And you spent the entire time in Alex Hollow only unlocking locks as opposed to actually solving puzzles.
And in the other escape rooms I've been in, a lot of them have been focused on finding the combo for the lock. This was nice because there was a number of different things.
And also our ultimate objective, for me, a lot of escape rooms, the ultimate objective is to get the code for the door to get out. Mm-hmm. And that's normally the ultimate objective. For this one, our ultimate objective was, to do this whole process of elimination to find a certain thing, and then
we had to find the antidote.
Yeah.
Yes, you had 6 possible solutions, and the goal of everything as you're solving it is to eliminate these possibilities to narrow it down to 1.
I think my idea was the best. I said we all should have drank one because there's 6 of us, and whoever survived.
Let us point out that they specifically said, please do not eat or drink anything in this game.
But the nice thing was, okay, technically we lost. Technically. But even at the very end, you have a chance that even if you haven't finished everything, you can still make a guess, which I liked. But you also felt like you had made successes because you had eliminated and narrowed things down. So even if you didn't win, you didn't feel like you were a failure. You had all sorts of little victories along the way, and I really liked that. It's like, hey, okay, we didn't quite finish it, but I didn't mind.
Yeah, and I mean, what was the best was that, with the 6 options of what could save us all, we actually narrowed it down to 2. We had a 50-50 guessing chance at that very, very end. We chose wrong, but
Joseph got it right.
We should have listened to Joseph. Don't let it get to his head.
Well, to make you guys feel better, Joseph doesn't really come up with good ideas.
Oh, no, not true. We learned a long time ago that generally
Joseph's ideas are actually
Joseph's pretty good on stuff like that.
That was my attempt to be sarcastic.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Although I will say, again, we said this with the first one, Peter is an amazing puzzle solver.
Yeah.
He really is. And the neat thing with Sagas, everybody, again, had a role. Everybody did things. Everybody was critical to it. But again, Peter did great stuff.
Yeah, he noticed things that the rest of us did not. Mm-hmm. He normally got to things that unlocked a clue or something before the rest of us. But it was... Everyone got to, unlock at least 1 or 2 locks. Everyone got an opportunity to do something important.
Okay, so bottom line, would you recommend Sagas?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Would you above or below other escape rooms?
Above.
Way above. That was such a high caliber.
It was far better than the other one we did.
Okay, so even though it's like $10 a person more than the others,
it's worth it.
It's way worth it.
It's totally worth it.
It's like 3 escape rooms in one.
Yeah, and I'm with them. It was an amazing thing. If I could only do 1 or 2 a year, I would do Sagas every time.
Yeah.
It was that good. It was an amazing deal. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to go back and do it again.
Y'all saw the look on the guy's face when I asked, "Oh, is the stuff in the candy room edible?" And I bolted.
Yes.
His face was like, "Oh Lord, what have I done?"
Be nice to your room managers, but Sagas, big thumbs up from all of us.
Yeah.
Can't recommend it enough. So if you're in Branson, you want to do an escape room, do Sagas. You won't be sorry. It's Branson. Branson. Yeah, go Branson. So I start recording, and apparently Kat is doing something weird.
She's always doing something weird. Ugh.
Okay. Come on, Ginger. Lay down. This is an idiot. So are you giving your opinion too?
You weren't there.
I know. It didn't stop you at all. Okay, lay down. Seriously, dog.
Pet bloopers.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely go to bloops.
Pet bloopers.
The dog has an opinion about everything.
She just recently figured out.
So
that
Ginger,
she's a
can you be
dog.
quiet long enough for me to actually try and do this?
I told her she was a dog, and I think she's going through denial.
Okay, so we want to do a... Shh. Okay, try it again.